know that I am here so doing the Inside Out started. I wanted to let you know for you, those of you who don't know anything about Inside Out, it was a kids movie that came out this summer. For you, those of you who don't know anything about Inside Out, it's about a young lady who has all of these little this summer. Like it's about a little things in her brain, little people in her brain that are controlling her, and it's representative of her emotions and what she's feeling. There's anger, joy, sadness, fear, and disgust. I will link it down below so that you can look at the original if you want to. And I decided that we are going to do this. I am not going to do it. I'm going to have my 3 young children do it because I thought that would be fun. And so they'll basically be going over kids' books, not adult books, obviously, but which ones gave them the feelings of those emotions. So just a little background on them. My oldest son Liam is 7. I have a 4-year-old son named Cole. He's almost 5. He'll be 5 in October. And a 1-year-old daughter, Caroline, who will be 2 in October. So they are going to be doing the book tag. I'm just going to kind of be here for support and give them extra information. After they have given you the name of the book and why they like it, I am going to put into the video a picture of the book with the name and the author, and maybe some parenting reasons to like it or reasons to not like it. So anyway, hope you enjoy this tag. Thanks.
Okay, are we ready? Mm-hmm. All right, this is Liam. Liam, raise your hand. Cole just raised his hand in the dinosaur shirt. And Caroline. And we are going to do the Inside Out book tag. Okay. Liam, or Cole, I want you to name a book that makes you happy.
When you give a mouse a cookie.
When You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Numeroff. Okay, so my 4-year-old son did the first emotion, which is joy. And for joy, he picked the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Most of you, I'm sure, have heard of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie and can make your own parenting decisions on whether or not you want to read that to your child. I think it's a great book. It's sweet. It's definitely built for a young child, 2 or 3. We actually read this book to him when he was about 1, and my daughter Caroline loves it too. The illustrations are cute. It's just an adorable little book. So definitely a thumbs up on that one.
Liam, name a book that you think is disgusting.
Fly Guy in My Soup.
Why?
Because some fly guy was in somebody's soup.
There's a Fly Guy in My Soup by Todd Arnold. Okay, for disgust, my 7-year-old son picked Fly Guy in My Soup. This book is part of the Fly Guy series. If you've never heard of that series, it's different books about the same little fly guy who belongs to a kid. It's a cute series. Definitely wouldn't say not to read it. I wouldn't probably read it to a child under the age of 5 because they are kind of disgusting. They're cute, very good for boys who are into that whole disgusting stuff thing. So definitely good on the giving the disgust factor, and they are cute. So I would say pretty good books.
Okay, Cole. Cole, name a book that makes you scared.
The Ghost Eye book.
The Ghost Eye Tree? Why?
Because the Ghost Eye Tree is scary because those kids, I was worried those kids would just be taken from that ghost.
The Ghost Eye Tree by Bill Martin. Okay, for a book that scared him, my son picked The Ghost Eye Tree. For those of you who've never read this book, I definitely wouldn't recommend it for a child Cole's age. 4 Almost 5. This book really scared him. I wouldn't have necessarily picked this book to read to my 4 Almost 5-year-old son, but he found a retelling of it on YouTube and wanted to watch it. At the time, I didn't really think it was a bad idea, but after watching it, I'll at least say that this is definitely not a book written for his age group. I would say maybe more around Liam's age group, 7, almost 7.5. I think it would be fine, but this book really scared Cole, and it actually wound up costing us several nights of sleep, and he honestly wouldn't even go to the bathroom by himself after he watched this. So I definitely wouldn't recommend this to anyone with children under about the age of 6.
Name a book that makes you sad.
Cat Heaven.
Cat Heaven. Why?
Because when the little cat looks down at where she used to live.
It makes you sad.
Cat Heaven by Cynthia Rylant.
Okay, for the emotion of sadness, my 7-year-old son picked Cat Heaven. If you've never read these books, you really need to. They are sad, but if you've lost a pet, they actually really help. And we recently had a situation in the family where we lost a pet. It wasn't a cat, but we lost a pet. And the boys really responded to this book because now they feel like we lost a bird, but they feel like our bird is still watching over us. So this book is great. There are sad parts, but I really do think that it's definitely worth reading, and it's definitely worth it, especially if you have a child who has recently lost a pet. These books are great. The author also wrote a book called Dog Heaven. Dog and Cat Heaven are the two that I've read. I don't know if she's written any other books about Animal Heaven, but I just think it's a really, really good idea if you have kids who have lost an animal.
Liam, name a book that makes you angry.
Bad Kitty.
Why?
Because, well, this was actually my favorite part of being angry. It was flooded the bathroom.
Okay, that's perfect.
Bad Kitty by Neil Burrell.
For anger, my son picked the book Bad Kitty. He says that he picked this book, and I find this really funny because he says that he picked this book because he feels the emotions of the people in the book that Bad Kitty kind of antagonizes. But I absolutely love this book, and so do my kids. I love how it's written it helps teach the alphabet. I think it's just an amazing book. So if you have young kids, anywhere from probably 3 all the way up to, 7 or 8 at least, I would say this is a great book for them, and it teaches them all kinds of interesting things, and I just think it's a great book. So definitely read that one.
All right, guys, we're done.
Bye.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay guys, so there's our Inside Out book tag. Thank you so much for watching. You can like and subscribe below if you want to, and I'll see you for our next video. Bye.